Hi everybody watching on YouTube. You should be able to find down below in either the description box or in the comments where the timestamps are if you would like to jump to your particular zodiac sign. It is for Sun, Moon, Rising as well as Venus signs, and I do hope that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and resonate with the reading. Hi everybody, how are you guys doing today? Are you guys able to hear me okay? Yes, all right, fantastic. So I am going to get started. We're doing the zodiac signs from Aries all the way down to Pisces in the normal order, starting off with Aries. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands, the Moon, and the King of Cups in the reverse. Now, it does look like there's things that are going to be coming to light here. Sorry, for Aries. Things are going to be coming to light that might cause you to be a little bit defensive. There's somebody who is thinking a little bit too much in their emotions. They're not really focusing on logical things at the moment. They're kind of too much diving into their emotions. And I do feel like they're going to release some type of secret here that's going to cause you to be very defensive. Now, we do have heavy Cancer Pisces energy here, as well as some Scorpio and the fellow fire signs, but it does look like sometime soon there's things that are going to come to light from this person here. The bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. So there's been probably a little bit of coldness between the two of you here. And it does look like whatever that is, maybe even some no contact between the two of you as well. But there's going to cause some type of secret because this person is way too much in their emotions. It might be the fact that you cut them off or they cut you off. And they're going to come forward and deliver some type of secret. Something's coming to light. I do think it's going to depend on whoever you are that is particularly watching this, if you're the one delivering the secret or if you're not, but it does have to do with some type of falling out with somebody here. Perhaps somebody wanted to release their emotions and the other person is not wanting to welcome them anymore. It's not necessarily saying that this is something that is particularly romantic. It can be, but I do find that you're going to have some type of connection here with a water sign where secrets are going to come out and you are going to feel a little bit defensive. All right, so don't attack them, but prepare yourself for whatever it is that's coming through and coming to light. All right, so it is in order from Aries all the way down to Pisces. Are you the Aries or them? I don't understand your question, user. If you're an Aries zodiac sign, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, then it can be you. If you're dealing with another Aries, then you have to differentiate that for yourself. That's not something that I can tell you what in particular it is going on for your situation. All right, so for Taurus. So Taurus, you have some type of situation here that is causing you to feel a little bit like you are not able to really understand the direction that you should take. There is a lot of defensive energy coming in here as well. Also the fact of somebody coming in with an offer. Now this is an offer that was refused or something that you didn't particularly think that you wanted to begin with. So it doesn't have to be a romantic offer because we do have the King of Pentacles here. So this can be a job that maybe, said, or they never even said anything to you. You went for the interview, you went for the position, and then you just never heard from them, and now they're coming back around to give you an offer. It can be something like that. It doesn't have to be particularly romantic. But it can also be a situation where somebody denied your offer of an advancement of love, and now they are coming back to offer it. Now, there's kind of this defensive and unclear energy from your end of feeling like you don't know if this is something you would like to accept or not, and you're kind of battling through all the ideas of that, battling through your head of what you are looking for. Alright, so the bottom of the deck energy is the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Now this can be you, this can be just the energy that is surrounding you, but it is the earth sign energy, and it's trying to focus on the idea of money or the idea of stability. It might be too much of a hyper focus. So if this is somebody that you're like, oh, I don't know if I should accept this offer because of the stability within themselves. I don't know if they're stable. I don't know if this is a relationship that's going to be stable, or because this job offer didn't offer it to you before. You're like, I don't know if this is a stable offer, of something that they could actually offer me the position, or is this something where the money is going to be enough? You're kind of battling through those ideas as of late, and are really trying to decide where you should go from there. Alright, so I do wish you the best of luck with this. This is something that the Two of Swords is saying you have to decide. You can't let anybody else decide for you if you want to accept this offer or not. This is something that you in particular need to decide for it. So take that step away, take that second to really understand what you should be doing and what would be the best for you. And also don't let money, or don't let just the idea of stability really navigate you with this. Really understand all the other aspects that are involved. Don't let money or stability be your main motivator for accepting this offer, or rejecting the offer entirely as well. All right. I don't know exactly what you're talking about for doing specific readings. If you want to just clarify what you mean by that. But Gemini, so Gemini, you have weighing the options. Look at the twos. All right, you have the Two of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the Seven of Cups, as well as the Six of Pentacles in the reverse on the bottom of the deck. So you're really focused on finding the balance within things. You're trying to figure out what is a give and take within the situation. You really feel like this is a connection that you're finding yourself in, where there's a lot more unity, there's a lot more togetherness, and it's something you feel that is actually a soulmated connection. And you're kind of weighing the odds of this this unity. I don't necessarily think you're weighing it in terms of if you should leave it or if you should stay. I just feel like you're kind of presented with maybe even two options that you feel like it's kind of like a soulmated or like a fated connection here, and you're trying to weigh the odds to decide which one you would like to take. We do have the Seven of Cups here in the reverse, which means you do find which option. You do see where you would like to go with this and figure out the option that you should choose. And the good thing about the Two of Pentacles is there's no real wrong option. It's just option A or option B. So there's no wrong one. And especially if you're feeling like both of these connections are fated, then there's no real wrong option at all. If both of them you feel are soulmated connections, then just go with either one of them. There's no real reason as to why one would be particularly better than the other one if they feel fated in themselves. There might be, though, issues with give and take here. The Six of Pentacles in the reverse is all about that balance, that give and take. So do figure out which one is the best for you. You can't be giving and taking to both of these connections. There's not enough for you to spread around. So this is more so saying that figure out that balance. You have a lot of cards about duality, and the only card that has three people on it is one where there is not enough to spread around. right? So you got to figure out which one you are choosing and choose it before things get a little bit messy here, because it does look like balance is a little bit of an issue for you, Gemini. All right, so figure out which one you would like. Both of them are fated connections, so there's no real wrong answer there. You just can't be spreading yourself too thin and to too many people at once. All right, so Cancer. Cancer, you have the King of Cups in reverse, the Hermit in reverse, and the Knight of Wands. Somebody is coming towards you here. It does look like a past person with the Six of Cups. This is somebody who wants to have a brand new start with you. They're in a little bit of a player-like energy, though. So this is something that you haven't really had too much of an idea of what they are looking for. You know them, you've had them in your life before, you've created memories with them, but this is something where you think a little bit too much of your emotions with them rather than a logical thought. And even though you see them as somebody who's quite fun to make memories with, I don't necessarily think that you truly understand their energy. I feel like it's kind of I don't know how to describe this. It's kind of like the Hermit in reverse is that self-isolation. And I feel like you isolate them from their personality, if that does make sense, where you know they're like this fun person, they're this flirty person, but you don't necessarily attach that to them because of your emotions. Like you don't see how much of a player this person is just because you have these memories with this person. If that does make sense. So I think you need to get out of this hermit mode with them. You need to get out of this isolation with them. Don't let them be the only person that you have fun with. They are coming back around to make a brand new beginning with you, and there's nothing wrong with that. If you would like to enjoy that with them, then that's perfectly fine. But you need to think a little bit more with your head than with your heart about this connection, because it might end up kind of isolating you away from other people and only focusing on making memories with this one person. All right, so it can be a fire sign as well, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, that's coming back around, but it does look like you need to take a different perspective on them, and they might be fun to make these memories with, but I do feel like they have heavy player energy. So if that's something that you're looking for, more of a long-term connection, definitely watch out with getting back with this person here, because they might force you to be, or not like they're going to force you, but they might kind of separate you from other people and only make memories with them instead. So think with your head, Cancer, not with your heart too much on this connection. I don't know exactly what you mean by doing specific readings. Like personal readings? Do you mean that instead of specific? I don't know exactly what you mean by the word specific. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on with you. So Leo, you have the Four of Swords in the reverse. You've got yourself there, the Sun, and the King of Wands in the reverse. The Nine of Pentacles as the overall energy of the deck. So it does look like you need a little bit of rest here, Leo. You're shining bright. You're excluding I don't think that's the correct word, but like putting out all this confidence within yourself, putting all this confidence outwards, but you might be trying to control the little bit of the situation too much, trying to kind of make this faux idea that you are perfectly fine. You need some rest. You're overexerting yourself. You're putting too much of yourself out there to the universe and not reinvesting that into yourself. You have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse as your overall, and starting out with the Four of Swords as your first card, which means that you're not seeing the value in putting in yourself and putting that sun-like bright energy back into yourself. So give yourself a little bit of a day of rest. Allow yourself to reboot and have that rest and have that value put into yourself. The King of Wands is that energy of kind of putting yourself too much out there and over controlling the situation, and I think that's more so what you've been doing lately. You've been exerting yourself outwards and putting all that confidence into other people but not into yourself, and you kind of just have to spend that time to reinvest it into yourself. These are all self cards. These are not partnering cards. These are not type of anything else besides the soul journey and being able to understand the importance of having that self-care instead of just caring for others all the time. And especially the fact that you are the center card here, it's saying make yourself the center. Put yourself back in the center of your own life. Put that sun energy back into yourself and the confidence into yourself rather than putting it into anything else. Okay, so Leo, you need to do a little bit more self-care, a little bit more time, not even alone, but making sure that you're not putting in the 99% of the effort into other people and only 1% back into yourself. Realize the value that you hold. I don't do personal readings on the live. If you need a personal reading, the link is in my bio. All right, Virgo. Virgo, you're not feeling very victorious lately, even though you're moving on from things in the past, especially when it comes to commitment, even though you're leaving these things behind and you're seeing the benefits of looking at the brighter side of commitments and the brighter side of past situations, you're still feeling very defeated and like you might not be able to conjure up or manifest the things that you're really looking forward to in terms of relationships. And to start off as a Six of Wands in the reverse, that's just feeling very defeated. This is somebody who's come back from the war and they've lost. They've not really they put in so much effort and they didn't receive a lot in return. So even though you're looking at the brighter side of things, you're not looking at the things that were lost in the past, there is still that energy there where you see a little bit of the bright side, but it's like the slit in the door instead of the door being fully open. So having the overall energy as the Magician in the reverse is that low down, like, you know it's possible for you to manifest things, you know it's possible for you to, put in the work and understand on how great it is, the power that you have, but you just don't see it coming to fruition. You don't actually see that possibility coming through. And it all has to do with long-term commitment. So this might be, you've gone through a bit of a dry spell lately where there's just no kind of commitments coming your way, or you might have just gotten something where you thought a connection was going to go into a long-term commitment and it just didn't quite hit the mark. And now it's left you feeling like, I could get into another one, but is it gonna actually pan out this time? And you need to focus on your middle card here. You need to focus on the Five of Cups, of seeing the brighter side of things. Because the Magician is somebody who is able to wield all different zodiac signs, all right? They're able to do everything that they can. The Cups, the Pentacles, the Swords, and the Wands, they're able to conjure anything they want. And if they realize that power, they're able to bring it towards them. And that's the type of thing that you are going through right now. You just need to realize the power that you hold, and if you would like it to come to a long-term commitment, if you would like that commitment to come towards you, you have to start believing in the power that you hold of bringing this commitment towards you. All right, so they are going to come towards you. Long-term commitment would like to find you. You just need to believe in it, because if you're believing that short-term commitment is just going to find you, then that's all that's going to come your way, because that's what you're putting out there to the universe. Tamara, I do not do readings on the live, just doing the zodiac signs. Thank you. All right, so Libra. Let's see what's going on for Libra. So you have a Temperance, Ace of Wands in the reverse, and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. Bottom of the deck is the Page of Cups. All right. So we have really nice cards. We have really, really nice cards here. The Ace of Wands, I take that as resparking a situation when it's in the reverse. Some people take it as like the passion's gone, everything's lost. I take it as the ability to restart some type of connection, restart some type of passion. The Ace of Swords in the reverse is some type of self-truth. I take that as you understanding, sorry, or you coming to the idea or having a thought of restarting some type of passion. The bottom of the deck energy is the Page of Cups. This is a romantic love offer, and I do feel like there is, what the heck? Sorry. I do feel like there is some type of love offer coming your way here where it brings in this self-truth and you understand the truth of this offer. Now, this can be something where, you know, maybe there's this long-lost spark resparked from somebody who you only knew about or talked to maybe a couple of years ago, and you didn't even understand that the spark was between the two of you guys, and all of a sudden they hit you up and it's back there. That type of thing, where you all of a sudden learn some type of truth from something resparking based off of a love offer coming your way. Now, this can be somebody who is a little bit younger than you. The Page of Cups can also be somebody who is a little bit more immature in terms of love, so do keep that in mind. But it is very balanced. It's something that you've been patient for, waiting for something to respark here in terms of love, and you've had the ability to get that unification within yourself, build that unity within you and your spirit guides as well. So you've been patient, you're balanced, you've just been waiting for any type of offer to come your way, and this is finally something that is coming in that's going to reignite. Even if it's not the spark between you and this person like you've known them before, it could just be that spark inside of you where you didn't know where that passion, you know, it hasn't been there in a while, you haven't felt that passion with anybody, and now all of a sudden this person comes in with an offer and it sparks up that passion with you. All right, so we do have heavy Sagittarius here, so it can be a Sagittarius coming towards you, although with this we have basically every suit except for earth signs, so it can be anybody. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, you have a reconciliation coming your way. The Three of Cups is my card of reconciliation. All right. So we've got the Three of Cups, the Ten of Wands, the Strength card, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse as the bottom of the deck. So this is an energy here where maybe you felt like out of options, or you felt like an option wasn't even coming towards you. It can be that you wanted this reconciliation to come towards you, but you just didn't feel like it was actually a possibility. Reconciliation means getting back together with somebody, you know, reconnecting is a reconciliation. So the Ten of Wands in the center of your cards here is talking about burden. So whatever you're doing, it is kind of, how to explain this? It's like you're picking up the weight of something. This reconnection might be something where it requires you to take on this burden of fixing the issues that you guys had together, or you know, taking on that weight of the connection to get it going. There might be something in there where they reach out to you and all of a sudden now you're the one that has to kind of start the conversations, that type of weight. It doesn't have to be, but it can be in that direction there as well. It is going to take a lot of courage and a lot of confidence to move this connection forward. It's something that it's going to work out. This reconciliation is going to work out. Underneath the Seven of Cups was the Hierophant, so long-term commitment. So this is going to be something that is this energy of, you know, it's going to be a little bit of a burden at first to get this going, but you just have to have confidence that it's going to work out and create this long-term commitment, and it will. So don't be too stressed out about how much weight it kind of takes to start up this connection again or be able to get it to start working. It's going to take a little bit of extra effort. But once it gets the ball rolling, it is going to continue to roll and turn into this long-term connection. So this can also be some type of friendship that you're reconnecting with them. A reconciliation doesn't always have to be romantically. It could just be getting back together with a long-term friend that you had a falling out with, reconnecting with a family member, something like that. There's somebody coming back from your past, perhaps a Taurus, a Leo. I mean, we do have a lot of water signs, so it can be a fellow water sign or another fire sign here as well as Leo, but there is this reconnecting with somebody here from your past. And don't be too surprised. Don't be too surprised with the effort that it takes to put into this connection. But as you move forward with it, it's something that is going to work out in the end. All right. Sagittarius. Let's see what's going on with Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you have the Six of Wands, the Magician, and the Seven of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck is the High Priestess in reverse. So you haven't been following your intuition on some sort of thing you've been trying to work on. So the manifestation card, the Magician, has come out here, which means you're really shaping what you want to come towards you. You're putting your you're putting your manifestations out there. You're putting the effort out into what you want to come towards you. You're kind of putting that what the heck am I saying? You're putting that magnet out in the universe to attract the things that you want to come towards you. All right, so you're feeling very victorious with this already. So you might already see the progress that it's making of having these things come towards you, but you're going to end up in this period of waiting a little bit. There's that short victory, and then all of a sudden it turns into waiting. And it's a fact of you not trusting your intuition. You might end up waiting for it for quite some time. The Seven of Pentacles in the reverse is this energy of, things might not come towards you at the speed that you want them to at all. And as clarifier for that, we have the Lovers in reverse. So I don't take the Lovers in the reverse as a complete loss of love. I take it as you can't rush love. So if you've been manifesting a relationship to come towards you and you feel like, Jesus, it's not coming, like, when is this going to come towards me? You can't rush it. You can't rush the process of having somebody love you. You can't rush the process of receiving love, okay? Or just sparking up a relationship. If somebody is not at the same point that you are, you can't just magically, wave the wand and all of a sudden they're going to be there too. So you need to trust your intuition a little bit more. You might not be kind of heavily focusing on it. You might just be like, okay, this needs to get at this time point and this needs to be at this. This can already be you are in the relationship with this person and you're trying to check like the milestones. Okay, it's been 3 months, we should be at this compared to other couples. And 6 months, we should be at this compared to other couples. And it just doesn't work like that. Like everybody else is on their own timeline. So you have to just let it go as it needs to go. You can't rush anything, all right? Even if you're like, oh, we're in this talking stage here, you got their number, we're in the talking stage, they should have asked me out already. No, it doesn't work like that. You just need to, you're already in the power of manifesting. Trust your intuition on the pace that this connection needs to go and relax a little bit because you're starting to feel like it's not coming towards you and you're trying to rush this connection. And you already are so victorious. You need to listen to your intuition before you start wrecking this connection here because you're trying to rush something that cannot be rushed. All right, so Capricorn. Capricorn, you too are not trusting your intuition. The High Priestess in the reverse. Magician here again. Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck is the Eight of Cups. I will show the next bottom as well because it's another 8, the Eight of Wands. Alright, so somebody walked away here. There is this element of either you walked away or they walked away and you are trying to like conjure up some type of conversation with them. It might be this fire sign here and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but the Queen of Wands in the reverse is trying to like control the situation, or your passion is just kind of all over the place. It's not really having a center or direction for your passion. You're kind of just spewing it everywhere. So this can even be where you walked away from a job and now you're like, oh, I'm going to start this small business. I'm going to start that small business. And you're like investing or trying like 10 different hobbies at once. And you're trying to conjure up all these things. And it's just not happening because you're focusing on too many things instead of just focusing on one. So your main card here is to follow your intuition, trust your intuition a little bit more on the situations that you are in. You have the power to create them. You're coming up as a magician forward, so you have the power to create whatever you would like in your own life. The thing is, though, if you're trying to conjure up this person to come towards you, it is something that they're a little bit too passionate. They're too all over the place. It's not something that's going to happen. You can't really do much while they're focused on too many things or while you're focused on too many things. It's just not going to happen that way. Though, if somebody did walk away, there is communication that is going to come in, all right? There's communication that is going to come in from somebody that walked away, and you might have been even trying to conjure this up here. You know, you might have been writing out so many manifestations of this person's going to text me, they're going to DM me, they're going to call me, and that might be even what you've been way too passionate about, way too explosive in all different streams, and you just need to focus on one. But the underlying is trying to get some type of communication here from somebody that walked away. So follow your intuition, which means follow your gut feeling. When you walk into a place and all of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm creeped out by this place, that's your intuition. When you're around somebody and all of a sudden you find yourself start sweating, that is your intuition. That is the back of your mind telling you, okay, this person is a little wonky. They're not probably right for... If you are in some type of... If you go out with somebody and you are going out with them for the first time, there's a little bit of the jitters. There's like that, oh, what am I going to talk about? What am I going to say with them? But all of a sudden, if it's like the 5th date and you're still getting the nervousness of going in, that's something that you should pay attention to. Because it shouldn't be that long. It shouldn't be, you should start feeling comfortable with them a lot sooner. Like there shouldn't be so much jitters or something like that. That's your intuition telling you that you should be listening up about this person there. All right, so things like that. It's like when you walk down like a dark alley and all of a sudden the hairs on your back of your neck stand up. That's your intuition. All right, so we're going to do Aquarius. Aquarius, you either just went through a tower moment or you just missed one, avoided one. You have some interesting cards here. You have the everything in reverse, Tower in reverse, Empress in reverse, 4 of Swords in the reverse, and Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Alright, so you missed some type of tower moment, or you just had one. So this can be a breakup, this can be a job loss, this can be, you know, something turned out differently than what you expected, and things kind of crumbled around you. Or it didn't, and you avoided that situation. You decided you're not going to go to that party, and, you know, something happened at that party. That's avoiding a tower, you know, those types of things. But the Empress in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is that energy of kind of hyper focusing on yourself. And I don't necessarily know if it's such a good idea. The 4 of Swords in the reverse is having this energy where you're not resting, you're not taking that time for resting. And this might even be the point where you had some type of incident in your life, you had some type of tower moment, and now you're just kind of picking at yourself. You're focusing on all the things that you can change, all the things that you could do, focusing, you're just turning the mirror right on yourself and looking at everything, and you're not giving yourself a chance to just rest. So you need to get back in. You have really nice energies if it was in the upright. If you were the Empress in the upright and the Queen of Pentacles in their upright, this is really nice. This is focusing and being nurturing to the people around you, so much so that it reflects back into your own daily life. But when they're both into the reverse, that's like hyper focusing on yourself and not giving yourself a chance to rest. So give yourself a break. You need a break. The 4 of Swords in the reverse is saying that you've been running around too much. You've been way too hyperactive. hyperactive, you need to give yourself a second to just relax. Especially if you've had some type of tower moment, something happened where you didn't quite expect it to happen that way. You just need yourself a second. Just give yourself a second to relax. You have overall nice energy when it's in the upright position, but you might just be nitpicking at yourself a little bit too much, more than is really necessary at this time. So give yourself a rest, Aquarius. You don't need to be turning the mirror so much on your own imperfections or where things have gone wrong by your own doing, because you have really nice energy. You just need to look at the brighter side of things and not turn that destructiveness on yourself when the things around you are falling apart. All right, so Pisces. Let's see for Pisces, what is going on? What can we expect? Pisces, you too had a tower. All right. So you can be dealing with a fire sign here. The King of Wands is the bottom of the deck energy. It is this energy of trying to over control a situation. So you might have had somebody who was very kind of over controlling, somebody who you felt was in a situation that just kind of crumbled apart and left things feeling very unfinished and very unjust. It just wasn't fair on either how things ended or how the situation currently is. It didn't fall most likely in your favor because King of Wands is somebody who wants to control things and have things their way. I feel like this is just something that kind of fell in their favor, even if they might have started the tower. The end of it, though, is fairly good. You do have the Ten of Pentacles. So whatever this unjust situation was, it results in a lot of stability coming your way. So this could even be somebody who was, you had a little bit of a judicial system going on with them. You had some type of legal situation that was going on, and it results in your favor. The deciding ends up going in your favor. This can also be somebody who you had this relationship with them, they broke up with you, the situation was just not fair, but as a result of it, you end up growing closer to your family and having a lot more stability, or, focusing on your job, and then you end up putting that effort in and getting a raise. Like the end of it is fairly good for you. This is a situation where it has turned around and created a lot more stability, not only within family life around you, but also within money as well. So if you had some type of situation here where you've gone down with a King of Wands, perhaps a fire sign, or just somebody who is very controlling overall, it does look like maybe even you dodged a bullet with them, or had this thing crumble apart and felt like in the situation it was unfair, or now it's unfair, but it is going to turn in your favor in the end. All right, so don't worry too much. Things are going to come your way. Things are going to get better. You're going to find more stability all around you. Don't pay too much attention to what has happened to that King of Wands, because they're going to get their just situation too. The Libra card of justice is something that does turn around at the end of the day, and they'll face the sword, they'll face the gavel that has had to happen here with justice. She'll swing her sword, and you've come out on top. Even if you felt like this situation wasn't very just now, it is turning very just in your favor in the long run. All right, so don't worry too much, Pisces, because things will turn around for you at the end of the day. All right, so that is all the zodiac signs. They have all been done. If you missed your zodiac sign, it will be posted on YouTube in just a little bit. The link is in my bio for that. So if that's something that you would like to check out, you can definitely check that out there. And if you need a personal reading, you can check that out as well in the link in my bio. I do personal readings as well. I also just updated the shop, and I've got in all these different cards here, 52, a deck of cards for things your person wants you to know. So I'll just do one now. Let's see what comes up. What does the collective need to hear? Is there anything that the collective needs to hear? What's your question, Sammy? So we've got, is it too late, and trust. So the person is asking for trust in the situation. This person is asking you to trust the situation and trust the direction in which it's going, and perhaps even have a little bit more trust in them. This is also somebody who wants to know if it's perhaps a little bit too late. Is it too late to restart this trust in this connection? Is it something where the trust is completely gone at this point as well? So this is the message from your person. Cards, if that's something that you're interested in, it's on my website as well. So Sammy, you said, as we all know, today is December 21st, and I wrote down what I want to do. Oh, you wrote down what you want. Do you burn the list or keep it? I mean, that's entirely up to you. I know some people like to burn, say if you wrote it on a bay leaf, you burn the bay leaf on, say you wrote down, I would like $1,000. You burn it with a green candle, you know, you set that intention. Particularly for me, I don't really burn. Unless I'm releasing, I don't burn. So it's not something that I would write, you know, I would like $1,000 and then I write it on a bay leaf and I burn it, because to me that would be releasing the $1,000. So if you are looking to gain things, I would just keep it. Keep it in perhaps some type of safe place. If you have a crystal you connect with, perhaps keep it underneath the crystal. For me, if I'm looking for, you know, a little bit more of connections in my life, I will put them into a, actually I'll show you, just one second. So I've got this little old candle brass handle, like Mr. Scrooge type of thing, and if I'm looking for something, I have this filled with little rose quartz crystals and rose petals, and if I'm looking for some type of love situation or a little bit more self-love, I will write something on a bay leaf and I will scrumble it up in there, and then I will light the candle. To me, this is my type of way of expressing what I would like or manifesting what I would like. So I don't necessarily burn the bay leaf, because to me that would be releasing it, but instead I burn the candle and let the candle drip as my intention is set. So I do hope that that answered your question, but I wouldn't burn it unless you're looking to release it. Yeah, no worries. All right, so that is the end of the live today. Those last little cards there was the personal message from your person. So if that's something you want to see for yourself, then it is on the website. There is also tarot readings on the website as well. And if you don't want to pay for them, then you can check out the YouTube channel. I've got a bunch of readings on there. And I do hope that something calls out to you there and you can find something to bring you more clarity on your situation. Alright, so thank you guys for coming today. I will be live on Wednesday at 4 p.m. CST for another zodiac sign readings. Alright, thank you guys for coming. I'll see you next time.